Hi friends! It's about that time for fall seed starting. I wasn't going to do a fall garden, just decided that I would go for it and try it and see what happens. Mostly I don't have a lot of new fall garden seeds, so I figured I'd just give it a try. In the springtime I had a whole bunch of old seeds and I did a germination test with a paper towel and a plastic baggie, and that's how I got most of my plants. I'm just kind of feeling a little lazy right now and other things to do, so I didn't feel like doing that, so I just thought I would just get it started. So to start with, the ones that I did buy new during the summer were this, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but shallow fruit radish from Baker Creek. This is from Fruition seeds. They did these beautiful artist rendering envelopes once they ran out of regular packaging, and this is the bush pickle. My bush pickle is doing fine right now, but I have a ton of cucumber beetles that are just infesting everything, so I thought that I should have enough days to get another bush pickle going, so I figured I would go ahead and try it. The other new seeds that I bought this year were from the Urban Garden seeds. These are all organic seeds as well. For whatever reason, I don't know why, I never started the marigolds. I had wanted to do that for the pollinators and I just never did. So I figured, why not? I might have enough days, so I'll give it a try. Same thing with the Brussels sprouts. I don't know what I was thinking and why I didn't start them sooner, but I figured I would give them a try. And the pak choi. I've never had pak choi, but it's so cute and the fruit is just adorable, so I thought I would give that a try. Then the other ones that I have had for quite some time, these are all old packages, so I have no idea what they're gonna do, but my other older seed did so well, I figured I would give it a try. I've tried them in the past and had zero success, but then again I had no idea what I was doing. This is the first year that I've really made a true effort to start seeds properly, so I definitely didn't give it a proper chance the last time, but I'm gonna try. I don't know how to pronounce that, but this kind of broccoli, this is broccoli as well. It's blue wind hybrid broccoli. They both have relatively short days, so hopefully I'll be able to do it. And then snowball cauliflower. Again, I have no idea if I'll be able to grow them because the seeds are old. That one's 2015. This one I don't even think has a date on it, but it's probably the same. Oh yep, 2015. And this one, it's probably upside down. Yep, this is 2012. So yeah, they're a little old. So we'll see what happens. I start my seeds when I did it in the spring. I started them in these peat pellets. I had different sizes. I really like the larger peat pellet because of the bases that I have in. I bought these a couple years ago. I don't even know if this size is still available. But it's the larger peat pots rather than the smaller ones, so I feel like the plant has a little bit more time before I have to transplant them. So that's why I like that. I bought it in a large bag on Amazon. This is, let's see, I think I bought this back in April, I think. So it's been sitting around for a little while, and clearly I've got enough for spring. These trays I've had for several years, and again, you know, I had no idea how to start seeds before, so I didn't know that some seeds needed heat mats. I didn't know that some seeds needed to be soaked. You know, I just didn't know. I would just plunk them in here with this little thing, and I didn't even know enough to take this off or that they would need extra lights. So I would just put them down in the basement and hope that the basement lights would do it. And well, clearly they didn't, so I never ended up with much of anything. So this year I started my spring seeds underneath a grow light. My husband has a wonderful grow light that I commandeered. It's not actually a grow light, it was his shop light that I kind of claimed as my own. It now belongs to me and my seed starting, so he's going to need to make other plans. And once I get that set up, I will take another video, but this is just to show you what I did for these seeds. So what I did was I just took these and put them into these bases, and then I filled it up with warm water. And these little peat pellets, they expand faster and better, I feel like, if you use warm water. And I know my spring seeds, I think it helps them germinate a little bit better when I use the warm water as opposed to room temperature water or even cold water. I don't think I would use cold water unless it's a cold variety plant. So anyway, I soaked these, and then I just put, for my older seed, I put 3 and 4 seeds in each little compartment. For the seeds that I just purchased this year, I'm pretty sure I only did 1 seed. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. I just labeled the outside of the grow tray with what each row is. I didn't fill up each row. My garden is very small. I don't have a ton of space. So while I would love to start the whole entire seed packet, that just isn't feasible. I mean, as it stands right now, I mean, if I get, 3 Brussels sprouts, they're pretty large plants. I don't know exactly where I would put all 3 of them, but we'll hope for the best and see what happens. So same thing with this one. I just labeled them on the outside. And these are just, blank address labels. They stick pretty well, and then at the end of the season, once I'm done with them and once they get big enough and they have true leaves, I will either transfer them outside or put them in solo cups to get bigger and then take outside. That's what I did in this string. And again, I didn't utilize the whole row for each. I just used as many plants as I thought that I could hopefully make space for. So I planted like 3 bush pickle and 5 of the shallow, hopefully I'm saying that right. Somebody knows how to pronounce it better. You can educate me. The broccoli, the other broccoli, and then the snowball cauliflower. So we only did, 3 plants and 3 plants and 3 plants of each instead of filling up the whole row. Some of you, that might be a waste because you have plenty of garden space, and I completely understand, and I would love to plant more, but that's just not the season that we're in right now. So that's my seeds. They're just on the counter for right now until I get my rack set up, and once I get my rack set up with the light, I will bring you back. Right now they don't need light anyway, they just need the warmth and moisture. So that's what I have started for the fall. I did plant the remainder of my peas. So the pea variety that we really liked were the little marbles. I only had literally 1 pea left of this guy, but I planted it anyway. The drought-proof Wando, I'm pretty sure that these are the ones that got so tall and have been so productive for me. These have been amazing beans, and as a matter of fact, I just pulled out the last of the plants from the garden the other day. So I'm hoping that this is the right variety, and I planted a bunch more of these. I still have, I mean, this was a pretty good package. I still have quite a few in there, so that's nice. And my husband really liked the Oregon sugar pod peas. They were very good, and I think these are the ones that grew 2 pods per growth, I guess. It's 2 pods. So you kind of felt like you got more off of each plant, which was nice. I planted all these. I don't have any more left in the packet, so I'm going to try to remember which side was which and save some of these. Alright, so that's what I planted outside. I'd like to plant, I've got a package of carrots. They're very old carrots, so I'm not sure what they would do, and but I think I'm going to plant them anyway and see what happens. This is how I have my seeds organized. Again, I don't have a ton of space, so keep that in mind. My garden is very small. Most of these seeds are very old, over many, many years of trying to garden and not having much success, and now I know why. But I just have them, you know, divided by little note cards that I labeled myself. So, you know, some of them are new. I did like treat myself, like this little guy is going to be planted next year. You know, but some of them are just so old. I've had them for a very long time, more from 2015. I must have been brave in 2015. This is 2017, so that's not terrible. Some of the ones that I have in there are also empty, like this I'll keep because I know that I really want to keep this one and buy it again. So I will keep this package until I write it down in my gardening notebook. That way I won't forget. So I'll put this back into the compartment that says peas. And then when I go through it, probably in the fall, I'll go through my whole stash and take out the empty ones and write down what I want to buy again. So that's it. That's what I have started for the fall. It's a very, very small fall garden, but we'll see what comes of it. Thanks so much for watching, friends. Subscribe to my channel so that you can see future garden tours and to see how this all plays out. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye-bye.